Pipeline Studio is about understanding your workflow and knowing when it's running smoothly. The pipeline absorbs instability. A mature pipeline does not chase purity. It does not attempt to erase every irregularity. It does not mistake volatility for failure. Its role is containment. When instability appears at the edge, the pipeline does not panic. It does not rush upstream to rewrite assumptions that were valid everywhere else. It allows the system to behave as it will under pressure, because pressure is the point. Instability at micro timescales is not an anomaly. It is a predictable consequence of compression, speed, and fragmentation. The pipeline accepts this. Instead of preventing friction, it prepares for it. Instead of eliminating artifacts, it bounds them. Instead of remediation, it applies normalization. Downstream. This distinction matters. Upstream systems are designed to preserve intent. They maintain structure. They protect continuity across duration, but they are not built for immediacy. Forcing them to solve edge behavior introduces cost without leverage. Complexity rises. Reliability falls. The pipeline becomes brittle. A resilient pipeline draws a line. Upstream defines content. Downstream stabilizes presentation. Anything else is misallocation. Normalization is not correction. It is finish work. It assumes the system has already done what it can. It does not rewrite history. It contains the present, a single pass, a bounded response, no drama. This is where friction belongs, not hidden, not erased, contained. The pipeline remains intact because it does not overreact. It does not treat every signal as a crisis. It does not confuse visibility with danger. Edge instability is expected. Resolution is intentional. This is how systems scale without collapsing under their own safeguards. A pipeline that absorbs instability can move faster without breaking. It can compress time without losing coherence. It can tolerate variance without losing trust. That is the function, not perfection, not purity, continuity. The role of a pipeline is not to prevent friction. It is to contain friction without drama. And when that is understood, the edge stops being a threat. It becomes a boundary the system knows how to hold. Holding the edge is an operational decision. It means accepting that some behavior cannot be resolved earlier without paying a disproportionate cost. It means recognizing that not every irregularity represents risk. The pipeline does not assume smoothness. It assumes variance. That assumption changes how systems are built. Instead of reinforcing every upstream stage, the pipeline concentrates stability where it is most visible to the viewer. It spends effort where perception lives, not where theory prefers it. This is why finish work exists. Normalization, stabilization, and presentation layers are not signs of failure. They are acknowledgements of reality. They exist because systems operating at speed cannot guarantee uniform behavior at every boundary. Trying to force that guarantee upstream does not remove instability. It relocates it, often in subtler, harder to diagnose forms. A pipeline that absorbs instability openly is easier to reason about. It fails visibly when it fails. It recovers predictably when pressure increases. This makes the system trustworthy. Trust does not come from the absence of artifacts. It comes from consistency of response. When viewers encounter edge behavior and the system continues without disruption, confidence is maintained. The experience holds, even if perfection does not. That is the trade. Stability is not a binary state, it is a managed condition. And management happens downstream where context exists, and time pressure has already done its work. This is not compromise, it is design discipline. A pipeline that understands where instability belongs can move faster, adapt more freely, and scale without accumulating invisible debt. The edge remains, the system holds. This concludes this session. Let what you've heard settle before continuing.